You're watching Covalent TV with my friends, and this is Kayla Sparks here. And make sure you tune in and stay positive and girl power.
This is Outlandish Zicky Dice, and you're watching Covalent TV. Outlandish!
It is a fine, fine Monday. To hold Paul Triple H, I don't see color, wrinklehead Levesque accountable. Now, guys, we are going to get to that, but first I have to do something, man. I have to shout out a person who put up the first single double against Bill Russell and the Celtics. It is the belated birthday of Captain Mayo Man in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, ladies and gentlemen. All right, the man that single-handedly saved Michigan from the Great Mayo Famine of 1972, the same man that was the original Tampa Bay Buccaneer, and I don't mean the football team. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up. Give it up. Everybody, give it up for Werner's male pattern baldness, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'm talking about. We are getting there. We are getting there. You know, he is an ageless wonder, but something has to go. Something has to go. And when he dies, that means everything must go. Okay, if that's the case, all right? But he is still a very prominent figure in American history, okay? I want you to understand something. Werner was the first Anglo-Saxon white man to see a black woman and say dynamite. Oh, God. Yes, yes. I know y'all know the history of Werner and his double CD album with Michael Bolton. That was also a part of his history. Okay. All right. Now, how can we forget Werner's disco album with Jermaine Jackson?
Oh,
he couldn't afford Michael. Okay, because the Great Mayo Famine
That's too
wiped
expensive.
him out. No, it wiped you out.
Yeah.
You had to recover
way too expensive.
And replenish all of your mayonnaise resources so you could just get Jermaine. That was all you could get. All right. And he didn't make Can You Feel It? He made Is It In Yet? That's what Werner made. The old jokes are not going to stop coming for the rest of this night. Pause if necessary. So he might as well just get ready for him. Y'all remember in the third grade when y'all had y'all social studies book and y'all saw the white man on the front? Him.
Oh, I'm not that old.
Werner was the original science project. Oh, my goodness. I could keep it rolling. But, guys, y'all know what y'all came here for. Welcome to your WWE Raw Live Review. This is your boy, Mr. Starks, and
Big Dub.
You hear that dust come through your screen just now? That's because this old fucker started talking. You see? That's what happens when you let him talk. The ashes of his fallen colonizers come through your TV screen. Oh, man. Yeah, he was the white pharaoh on the old history book covers. Yes, he was. That was cracking a perfect smile with no sunburn.
I am very fair-skinned. I burn very easily.
Okay, Werner, whatever you say. All right, we got a lot more we got to talk about, man. Man, Werner was shooting dice with the crypt keeper from Tales of the Crypt. when he was alive.
I miss that show. I miss that show.
I bet you miss him a lot. You know what I'm saying? That was a
I
friend of
miss
yours
that show.
when you were 50. That was that was a friend of yours. I understand, man.
Uh-huh.
I know you hated seeing him in that condition. Just being used for an intro?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's not going to stop tonight, y'all. I'm sorry. I got to do it. I got to do it. But welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know what to do the moment y'all step foot in here, man. Tales of the Crypt. No, I'm playing. That's not what you have to do. You got to be a part of the like gang, comment gang, share gang, and donation gang. Show the necessary love, especially for Captain Mayonnaise Man and his birthday. You know what I'm saying? The original Mayonnaise Man. If you shout, everybody put in the comment section. Original Mayo Man. Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I don't want to say what Werner was participating in on Ark, Catherine. You know, I don't even want to get into that.
Uh-huh.
Okay? Werner and Moses were the first gangster disciples. It's not going to stop. You might as well just get ready.
Wait, Moses wasn't a disciple?
Exactly. You made him one. Yes. His birth was the miracle in Miracle Whip. Yes. Yes. Hell yeah. Now let's get some super chats in here for Werner's, you know what I'm saying, 900th birthday. All right. Werner was sitting on the moon when the moon landing happened and said, "What took you so long?" That's how old Werner is. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. No, we good, y'all. We good. We should be. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Twitter looks okay.
Y'all thought I was finished. When I bought that Aston Martin, y'all thought it was rented. Okay. Yeah, no. We are back. We are back. Yeah, sorry about that, y'all. You know, Werner's age permeates through the sands of time, and it just clogged up everybody's routers. So I'm sorry about that, y'all. All right, Prince of Mayo, Sands of Time. That's the name of his video game. That is the name of his video game, okay? But, you know what I'm saying, I know Twitter probably started a second stream. So welcome to your WWE Raw Live Review. This is your boy, Mr. Starkson.
Big dub.
Old Mayo.
Oh, shut up.
That's how you introduce yourself, sir. Oh, me. Call him King Ramses. That's right, because you're old, motherfucker. Yes, of course. Oh, yep, it started a second one. It's all good, though. We back. That's all that matters. Sorry if anybody had just shared the last one. Well, we still live, though, so get it popping. Yes, it is Werner's belated birthday, you know what I'm saying? So shouts out to him. Oh, my God. What is going on right now? We might have to start over.
You know what? We haven't had issues on a Monday in forever.
Yeah, it's been kind of crazy. We were doing so well. Okay, let me see what we got. Guys, y'all got to keep me updated on if we still live now. Keep me updated on if we still live now. Twitter might have to get the link tonight. I'm not going to lie. Pause if necessary. All right? Y'all might have to get the link. I don't know what's going on over here. Are we still live on Twitter, beautiful people? Are we still live on Twitter? Talk to a player.
Facebook looks good.
Facebook, we still good? Cool.
Facebook, we're good.
It looks like we are good on Twitter still. I don't know what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to rock it out, though. We're going to kill it anyway. As I said before on Twitter, for the Twitter people, like gang, comment gang, share gang, donation gang, all that good stuff. And, guys, we got a job to do. We know that. We're not slow, okay? We got to bring you beautiful people the news. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole one special, accountable, and bring you facts, data, statistics as we go, because that is just what we do here. So let's not delay any further. Let's go ahead and get into 10 News. Let go. What's wrong?
R-Truth gone.
Yes,
Carlito
he is.
gone.
Yep.
Valhalla is no more.
Yeah, fuck that bitch. No, real talk. Fuck
no,
that.
yeah, I know. Yeah.
Look, it's multiple reasons why I say that, but the primary reason with Valhalla is like she's one of those suspected white supremacists that tries to like not act like she's one, but like everybody knows she's one. Same thing with her husband. So yeah, fuck her. Like I fuck her and fuck him. Like I really do not care for her. And plus, guys, I've told the story on stream before. I don't know how many of y'all remember it, but I said, like, you know, when she was running the indies and she was working the Chicago indie scene a lot, the same thing like with Elena, there's a lot of stories and a lot of bullshit that surrounds her and how she just started to believe she was hot shit, and it was all bad. But let's get to what a lot of people are going to consider the main event, even though we're just starting the show. Let's kick this off real quick. So I know a lot of y'all were waiting for our take on this, and I'm sure a lot of y'all are very excited to hear what we have to say about it. Here's what I'm gonna do. Here's exactly what I am going to do. I'm gonna start off with Carlito, and then I'm gonna get to R-Truth. Carlito is a prime example of someone who signed back with the company because he knew it was going to be an easy payday. He was going to be able to sit back, kind of collect a check. Basically, I'm saying Carlito knows the inner workings of WWE very well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we always say these people know what they're getting into when they re-sign with WWE, do not sign on the dotted line. But Carlito knew what he was getting when he signed on the dotted line, and he signed. And the reason why he signed is, again, the paycheck. Nothing more, nothing less. Replenish the Pockets Tour 2025. Okay? And it's hard to feel sorry for him in a sense, because is it really that shocking that, like, he just kind of was like, all right. He took the piss out of it almost immediately. Like, as soon as he found out, he went on Twitter and was like, yeah, they want me to pay back some money and all this. And I'm like, okay. He's taking it in stride, I guess. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Carlito, you know, wish him the best. But, yeah, he came back for a bag. He came back to replenish his pockets. He's probably going to buy him a nice little mansion in Puerto Rico and chill for the rest of his fucking life.
He just won the Puerto Rican title.
Yeah, the dude's
from his dad's promotion.
Yeah, the dude is probably going to fucking go work the indies, work some conventions. But for the most part, he's going to be chilling. So yeah, I'm not tripping on Carlito. We knew why he came back, and everybody who watches our show, y'all know why Carlito came back. Let's be serious, okay? Now, R-Truth, Ron Killings, the truth shall set you free, as he used to say. I have two sides of this coin. There's gonna be an opinion on this that some people are going to agree with 100%. Then there's going to be an opinion on this that people are going to be like, damn, man, that's not the right angle to take. I have two opinions on this. I'm going to start with the more difficult opinion to say, and something that is kind of true, that it's going to make a little bit of y'all kind of wince a little bit, because y'all going to be like, oh, I can't believe he's saying it. He's saying the quiet part out loud. Okay. R-Truth, Ron Killings, love you, brother. Appreciate the love you showed me when we met at Wale Mania. You were nothing but nice to me as a person. Remember, what I'm about to say is about to relate to R-Truth as a character and as a performer. You let WWE treat you like a coon step and fetch it for the better part of, what, a decade and a half plus?
Mm-hmm.
Damn near 20 years.
Yep.
You let them put you in this position. I was always taught, make yourself an irreplaceable commodity. In this life, make yourself an irreplaceable commodity. Truth. Can you actually look yourself in the mirror and say you did that with WWE? Can you actually say you held them to the fire for how they treated black performers? Can you actually say you stood up for black people in WWE not even just in a regular way? I mean, like, outwardly. You let them put you in the bottom of the boat. All the black people in here get that reference. You let them put you in the bottom of the boat and ship you halfway across the world, the wrestling world, that is, and you were the only person down there singing and smiling while everybody else was groaning and in fucking pain. other black wrestlers. You had a chance to set a standard in WWE for black wrestlers. You did. And that's something that as a character and as a man, in a sense, you failed at. You did. Let's call a spade a spade. Let's call a spade a spade. Now, here's the other side. I am not going to let WWE off the hook for this shit. I'm not going to let Triple H, not TKO. I'm not going to let Triple H and Vince McMahon off the hook. I am not. I refuse. From what I was told from people that are within the company, he was so loved backstage that when the news came through and the tweet came through, people were actually devastated, like for real, for real. Not that little performative, like devastated. Like, no, people were actually fucked up behind that. It's a reason why you haven't seen The Miz make a comment on it yet, like a lengthy comment on it yet. Like, people were really fucked up behind that. So WWE, Triple H, Vince McMahon, because look, truth, your career started under Vince McMahon in WWE.
Yes, it did.
You cannot place a cost on someone who provides that much golden backstage morale in your company. You can't. That would be the equivalent of us just waking up tomorrow and finding out Tony Khan released Dustin Rhodes from AEW. Somebody who's very well respected backstage over there. That would be like, people would be like, wait, what? Because honestly, he's been the only one going into interviews, Dustin being like, yo, no, I'm here. I'm with AEW. Why you want me to go back to WWE? I did all I could do over there. I'm in AEW right now. I love what we're doing over here. I'll go a step further. WWE and Triple H making the decision, because it was a decision by Triple H. Y'all could try to, again, y'all conveniently decide when Dave Meltzer is credible and when he's not credible. So I don't want to hear all that bullshit. Y'all conveniently decide when he's credible, WWE drone. So I don't want to hear y'all takes on this. I don't. But this decision was made by Triple H. Now, I spoke about truth not making itself an irreplaceable commodity. Everybody just heard me talk about that just now. Everybody just heard me say that, correct? I feel like within WWE and Triple H's realm of control, they should have looked and perceived truth as an irreplaceable commodity. Even though Truth didn't make himself one, from a company perspective, he is. From a company perspective. Now, from a personal perspective, Truth did not make himself an irreplaceable commodity. He just didn't. But if we're going outside looking in, right? We're pulling ourselves away from the situation and we're looking at it outside looking in. And you hear, hey, they released this guy that's been rocking with the company for almost, 2 decades, this, that, and the third. He's loved backstage. And you hear that he's released. You go, why? Did he murder somebody? Like, what did he do? And they go, no. They just out with the old and then with the new, apparently. You'd be like, that doesn't make any sense. You need people like that to keep your morale high. Well, nope. It's about our bottom line. It's about that churn. Churn, baby, churn, right? So if someone asks me where do I place the most blame on this specific situation, I'm going to give y'all a percentage. This is like 10% on Truth, 90% on Triple H and WWE. Because all it takes is for one person to see in you what you don't see in yourself. And if WWE didn't see an irreplaceable commodity in Truth, how's that Truth's fault? How's that Truth's fault? Respectfully. See, I'm on code. You don't understand? That's my brother. I'm on code. But in the same token, I'm going to hold him accountable. I'm going to hold him accountable. Of course. He's too old not to be held accountable. And this is why I always say there's no benefits package for cooning. To all my black people watching this stream right now, there's no benefits package for cooning. None. This should show you that. None. You might as well stand up for yourself while you have the chance. Because in any white-controlled structure, I promise to God, there's no benefits package for cooning. None. And Truth should have knew better. Again, that's where my accountability for Truth stops. Starts and stops right there. He should have knew better. He should have used his standing while he was in the company to elevate black wrestlers, even if it was much to the company's chagrin. That's where his accountability starts and ends. But who created the structure for the oppression of the black wrestlers to begin with, though? Uh-oh. Oops. Oops. That's where my problem lies with WWE. They created the structure to where he felt like he couldn't stand up for black wrestlers. Now, does that mean he should have just started cooning? No, hell no. That's not even close to what I'm saying. No, he shouldn't have started cooning. No. No, neither should Booker T. But who created the structure? Can y'all answer that for me? Who created the structure for him to fail in? Who created the structure for him to be expendable in? Werner?
That'd be Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
So I hope whatever next long-tenured black WWE wrestler that has the pleasure of having the longevity that Truth had. You understand what I'm saying? I hope you get in where you fit in and you get yours and you help other black wrestlers get theirs. Because guess what? Now you see that there's no benefit to being a good soldier. A good little soldier, a good little step and fetch it. There is no benefit. None. Because that is a structure that is designed for you to fail. Now, if somebody is going right now, why is he making it about race? What's not about race? Especially when it comes to WWE. What's not about race? If Werner and I walk into a Gucci store right now, who are they going to follow around? And this ain't me trying to flex on you. Don't take this the wrong way. And I got more money than Werner. Who you think that don't matter? Who you think they going to follow around? So don't tell me don't make something about race when my entire existence is made about race. So unless you could take a walk in my shoes on a daily basis, a Truth shoes on a daily basis, don't tell me ain't shit about race. Because last time I checked, wasn't Chad Gable a fucking release candidate right before he re-signed his contract?
Yep.
You see how quick that disappeared once he signed on that dotted line? Everybody thought he was going to be in the next round of releases. He signed a contract. Oh, next thing you know, you don't hear nothing about it. Nothing. He's not a release candidate. He's a fucking coffee. El Grande Americano. You see how that works? And now he beating luchadors left and fucking right. You see that? And you want to know what Truth was afforded? Oh, let's try to get the last drop of juice we could get out the orange by having you put over John Cena. A person who's damn near the same age as you. Let's have you put over that young upstart John Cena on the way out. In joint custody Cobb, or whatever the fuck his name is. Does that sound fair? Does that sound fair to anybody watching this stream right now?
Mm-mm.
Okay, then. So if anybody wants to know where I stand on that, that's where I stand on that. I cannot put too much blame on R-Truth. Yeah, he was skinning and grinning and cooning and all that shit, but I can't put too much blame on him because he got so browbeaten by that WWE culture and system that he felt like that was the only way he could stick around. And even then, he still got fucked over. That's all I got to say on it, man. Give your take on it, Werner, on the releases.
Oh boy. Carlito, I think with Carlito, I think you and I, not to speak for you, but I think you and I in the back of our heads knew it was only a matter of time.
Mm-hmm.
Because what was he really doing? He was just taking up a roster spot for the sake of taking up a roster spot.
Yeah, and everyone.
Sarah Logan hasn't been there in how many months or years? So again, what was the point of that? R-Truth, when I saw the news, I was genuinely shocked. And what was it? A couple of weeks ago, I was like, when are we going to get that shock release?
Mm-hmm.
And here we are. And don't think that this is going to be the last one.
Oh,
There's
no.
going to be more.
Oh no. Yeah. There's
definitely going to be more. And you know what? Everything you said, I completely agree with. I hope R-Truth does an indie run or goes back to TNA for a quick little retirement run.
Just something
I know
fulfilling.
something fulfilling, because you know what? R-Truth as an in-ring performer is phenomenal and can't be touched. Even at his age.
Yeah, he's an ageless wonder.
He is an ageless wonder. He is the Dick Clark of professional wrestling. It's sad to see that athletic talent go away. When it comes to all the other stuff, the so-called comedy, I'm glad that's over with. I really am. I hope now we don't hopefully see that anymore, but Triple H will probably prove us wrong in that regard. You were mentioning about the pushing for black talent and getting black talent over and all that.
Mm-hmm.
The next longest tenured wrestler currently wrestling right now is Kofi Kingston.
That's a tether. He not gonna do nothing. That's a tether.
Exactly.
No, and Xavier Woods is like, dude. Xavier Woods is that black dude that every white person is talking about when they say they have a black friend.
Right.
Unassuming, non-threatening dork ass.
But Kofi is 3 years away from 20 years of being with WWE.
And what black wrestler has he? Yeah. But he's a tether. I don't expect no less, dude. I really don't.
Right.
I don't.
And if people say Big E, no.
Dude, Kofi sat by and stood by in a gimmick where a man of Big E size was literally gyrating and fucking putting pancakes in his mouth and talking about big sweaty men slapping meat.
Yep.
You want to know what a real FBA brother with some real solid FBA energy would have did when he heard Big E saying that? Man, don't say no shit like that. We already got a hard time being perceived as fucking regular men in this company. The fuck you gonna sit here and say some weird ass shit like that for? Wait, Big E's a tether too, if I'm not mistaken. Damn, I didn't even think about that till just now. Well, yeah. But yeah, either way, the point still stands. A solid FBA brother would have been like, man, don't do none of that, man. Be masculine, bro. We not going to be sitting here dressing up in My Little Pony gear, throwing pancakes and shit. I would have told Vince McMahon that straight to his fucking face. You going to have to fire me then. Hey, pal, I got this idea. We're going to have you throw pancakes and wear unicorn dildos on your head. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No. You going to have to fire me. Not doing it. Well, I'm going to job you out. Drag me out to the ring then. Make me. So now you either going to pay me to sit here or you going to fire me. Which one? And that's something that I wish Truth would have did in his time. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
But it is what it is, man. It is what it is, dude. But continue your thoughts, Warner.
No, I again, sad. And then I know there are a lot of people that want to blame TKO.
Get that shit out of here.
I know. Here's the thing. This is my take on that. I'm sure Triple H was all excited when releasing these people because he knows he's not going to get all of the blame. He's going to get some of the blame, but he's not going to get all of the blame because now there's this shadowless government over WWE or, overlord that is nameless and faceless. And the drones will go after that versus going after Triple H.
All right, so Werner, I'm going to have to move my what we not going to do ahead because I don't have a drone accountability tonight. That's actually what I want to talk about. I'm going to let you do your drone accountability still, but
okay.
Here's what I want to talk about. That is also something I want to stop seeing. There is no goddamn unseen force. There is no magical overlord. There is no living tribunal that is TKO that is calling the shots on ruining WWE. WWE is ruining themselves. That is something that me and Werner have said since fucking what? 2022?
Yeah, since this happened.
That their downfall is going to be them. That's what we not gonna do. We're not gonna pretend like fucking Darth Vader is overlooking WWE and he's going to oversee the demise of everything that is the WWE empire. We're not about to do that. It's just not gonna happen. Y'all trying to spin his fucking narrative. Cut it out. Oh, well, TKO has to send a directive to cut costs. Who has to make the decision on who to cut? Come on now. Instead of cutting there, look, we've already talked about WWE's absolutely irrational fear that every single person they release is going to go to AEW and be as successful as Swerve was. Because that's the real reason why you haven't seen any big name releases yet. I'm giving y'all some inside information. Right now. You might want to listen close. They have this irrational fear that any person they release that they see with even just the tiniest bit of value is going to go to AEW and end up being the next Swerve or the next Mercedes. Now, if they don't value you, these are the names that are being released. The ones that they don't value are the ones that are being released. Somebody say, wait, so you're saying they don't value truth? Yes, that's what I'm saying. Again, I have this on good information. Rock solid fucking information. Because anybody that they see even the tiniest bit of value in, they're not letting them go. They are terrified of another Swerve. They are terrified of another Mercedes. See, but that's not something they're going to put out into the media because they don't want to show weakness. This is something that your compromised media won't report because they don't want to lose their fucking credentials. I got nothing to lose. I'll give up all of my inside info. That's the real talk. They are terrified. You want me to give you an example? Watch this. This is the easiest way of you putting two and two together. Look at all of the people that they re-upped for new deals. All people that every one of y'all in this comment section would say, man, if only they went to AEW. Finn Balor, Gunther, Drew McIntyre, AJ Styles, Chad Gable. So if anybody thinks I'm lying or think I'm making this up, look at the names that they re-signed. These are all people that real wrestling fans were saying, man, if they were in AEW, they'd be doing way better. How have y'all not put two and two together in that regard? Now what's going to happen? This is the only thing that I will say about TKO. Now what's about to happen is my words becoming prophecy yet again on this show. I came on here and told y'all I have it on inside information that WWE wants to become the WWE sweatshop. They want to churn out their own wrestlers at their own pace at low cost. Remember when I told y'all that? What's happening right now?
That exactly.
And y'all be paying for Paywall Select and PW Outsider Elite. This is what y'all be paying $6 a month for. Boom, just gave it away. And Warren, I've been saying this for months.
Yeah, since the ID program stream.
That's what they now. That's a TKO thing. That's a TKO thing. That's a TKO directive. But who they're firing and how those decisions are met and agreed upon strictly falls on WWE brass. I'm not finna put this shit behind no paywall, bro. I'm not about to put the fucking truth behind a paywall. For what? A revolution needs to fucking happen, and it's not gonna happen with $6.99 a month. It's gonna happen when a bunch of people can spread the truth around. Because they're hearing it. That's WWE's plan. TKO and WWE are working in perfect synergy when it comes to that plan. They want to create the WWE sweatshop. They are clearing out all of the people that they feel will get in the way of the WWE sweatshop becoming real. So when y'all seeing, what was that dude that was getting heat on Twitter with Bibba because he got him real mad on that little reality show? What was his name? BJ Ray or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Don't be
Sexy
surprised
BJ Ray.
don't be surprised if you start seeing people like him on main roster television within the next 3 years.
Oh,
Do
yeah,
not be
easily.
shocked. Do not be shocked.
Easily.
Do not be shocked. And I'm gonna give y'all another inside tip. They tried to do this shit in the mid 2000s with Tough Enough too, but it failed. Oops. Triple H has been continuing a lot of Vince McMahon's work in front of y'all eyes, and y'all WWE drones and y'all fair walkers have been too fucking stupid to actually acknowledge it. Y'all remember Maven? They were trying to do the WWE sweatshop dating back to then. This is a concept that they've been trying to get over for decades. Somebody might say, how is developing stars a sweatshop? When you're sacrificing your already developed and established stars to get in people that you can create and control and keep at a low cost, what is that called?
Exactly.
Dumbass. Speaking of dumbass, guys, I'm not doing one tonight, but I know Werner has one in the chamber.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of chamber, that is what he came out of at birth because he's just that fucking old. So, guys, if y'all know what portion of the show is coming up, go ahead and drop that brang thang thang in the comment section. But even if you don't, then in which case, do a seance in your house so you can summon Werner and his spirit. Okay? So, guys, it's time for him to hold one special.
Dumbass!
Accountable. It is time for drone accountability. Old Mayo, it's your time to shine.
This is from Twitter.
Old fuck. Go ahead.
All right, this is in relation to Netflix's summer preview show, The Tudum.
It's to dumb, all right.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. All right.
So apparently they had stars on this thing, and WWE had to bring out their trope of people, which comprised of CM Punk, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, The New Day, Rhea.
Man, I'm falling asleep just listening to these names.
I know. But Powerful King said, and I quote,
Oh, God.
and the sickos have the audacity to say WWE is a Netflix failure. Think again. I'm also wondering how Jeff Jarrett and Will Ospreay feel about this. Laughing, crying emojis. Hashtag raw, hashtag tidum.
I'm convinced. I'm going to spin the block on the first topic, Werner. I am convinced that if there was a woman that was slow enough to procreate with any of you motherfuckers, that y'all would defend Triple H in WWE before you would defend your own fucking daughter.
Yeah.
Y'all are not getting paid. Like, how many times do I have to say it? Y'all are not getting paid. Holy fucking shit. Warner, the WWE and Triple H defense force was out for the last 48 hours. Tough.
Uh-huh.
I mean, tough.
Uh-huh.
Good Lord. Can y'all find something else to do? Like, Warren, I'm actually being serious. Like, can y'all find something else to do? I shouldn't post something about WWE at 1 o'clock in the morning and 20 people come to attack me.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Go to bed. See,
Yeah.
I'm up that late because I'm actually getting stuff ready for the next day story-wise. See, I'm actually monetized to do what I do. You're not. So what the... Monetized and incentivized, really. Because in spite of what we say on this show, even though it's only the truth, we actually have respect from the talent. Y'all do all this ass kissing and this glazing and this booty hole licking, and y'all still don't have respect from these same people y'all ass kissing. And y'all staying up to 4 o'clock in the morning fucking defending. Triple H don't even like you motherfuckers.
Mm-mm.
Let me give y'all an example real quick. On one of 30 of Stephanie McMahon's terrible shows that no one should fucking watch, I think she was doing a prank on Triple H at Madison Square Garden, where she was acting like a fan in the rafters of Madison Square Garden, and Taker was like, hey, do this, and they get his attention this way. And Triple H is just trying to ignore Stephanie. Like, first of all, it's funny as hell that he doesn't recognize his wife's voice.
Yeah.
It took him like fucking 3 minutes to realize it was her. That, first of all, that's hilarious. That shows you how much she gets on his fucking nerves. But here's what's crazy about it. At first, when he thought it was a fan, he was ignoring it. And then he just kind of leans over to somebody. He's like, so, we have fans in the building? Is that just a fan up there? Somebody get that fan. That's how he feels about every single one of you. That was so...
We need to get him out of here.
That was the most authentic Triple H I think I've ever seen, next to Triple H doing that interview, saying he wish he could tell the fans that criticize the product to fuck off. That's the most authentic version of Triple H right there. He don't even like y'all. He looks at y'all like a nuisance. He looks at y'all like this gnat that's flying around my fucking room as we speak right now.
And TKO just sees you as a number.
So y'all up to 4 o'clock in the morning defending a man that can't even come under a post and say thank you for your defense. Media outlets, y'all ain't exempt either.
No.
Because, oh my God, Werner. If you want to know if a media outlet is compromised, pay attention to who's quiet and pay attention to the ones that immediately, as soon as the news broke about Truth, leaving the company, as soon as the news broke, look at all of the ones that said, man, TKO is a ruthless regime. Boom, I just gave you the easiest way to identify compromised media. And here's the thing. WWE and their audience and their compromised media and audience, I want to say something to y'all. Y'all are giving off big, he's not going to fuck you energy. He, she, whatever. Wumbo, I don't give a damn. WWE is not going to fuck you. Okay? Because y'all giving that energy off mad tough. WWE is not going to fuck you. Let it go. L-I-G it. Let it go. 4 o'clock in the damn morning and y'all, all right. 4 o'clock in the morning and these motherfuckers, Werner, I can't tell you how many notifications I woke up to about that goddamn R-Truth post that I made. I was like, good Lord. It wasn't even 7. It wasn't even 7 in the morning. I was like, dude, are you serious? Then I posted, hold Paul Triple H Levesque accountable. Oh my God. Oh, for what? For what? That's all I saw. For what? Business is business, bud. What y'all think y'all gonna get some tickets? Like, what do y'all want? Like, if I was WWE, if I was Triple H at this point, I'd be going, what do y'all want?
I want my teeth better like that one guy.
Werner, they're not being paid.
No.
Y'all just doing this shit for free. Y'all are being dork-ass dick suckers for free. And if you're wondering why I'm dragging this, it's because it's something y'all need to hear. Oh my God. I remember when Tony Khan said to be AEW is to be under constant attack. And all of the people that came to his defense and were like, yeah, man, I agree. Every time you play something positive about AEW on the timeline, here come WWE fans. And what did those same fans of AEW get told? Why are you defending a billionaire? Why are you defending a company? Now who does that sound like?
Exactly.
And don't try to do no revisionist history and say that shit didn't happen. Don't try to do no revisionist history and say that didn't happen. I still got screenshots in my phone from that time. Unused drone accountabilities from that time. Stop defending a billionaire. Stop being fans of 3 letters. That was y'all. So if y'all wondering why is he going so long on this? That's why. Because y'all are fucking weirdo hypocrites. And the professional wrestling world and professional wrestling discussions would be a better place without you and that bitch ass company. And I stand on that. And I've been saying that shit all year. I stand on it. And now AEW's product is on fire. The shows are top notch right now. The pay-per-views are top notch right now. Tony's keeping his head down. He's not signing WWE cast-offs. And y'all still talking shit. But now it's just coming off like y'all salty. It's giving off, why can't we have nice things? Because you won't turn and face the person who you should be holding accountable. You refuse to turn around and face that person and tell him your product sucks. The company structure sucks. The culture within the company sucks. Why did it have to take for our truth to get released for wrestlers to actually get on social media and be like, this sucks? And then, let me just say this. Actually, I'm going to take something back I said earlier. I said it didn't come off as performative. It actually is performative, because what are these wrestlers going to do to stand up for him?
Nothing.
Okay, then. Yeah, that's like, you're right. Mundo Fuego, that's like going to another restaurant where the food is phenomenal. You got Gordon Ramsay in the kitchen. And you going in there like, why doesn't my food taste like this? I hate this restaurant. This restaurant's stupid. How about you go back to the fucking Mick Wrestling that you always eat your food at normally and tell them to step their fucking game up? Dork ass. Earth to damn space cadet.
Right.
I can't take it, bro. But go ahead, Warner. Anything else you want to say before we kick this off?
Again, I think this just proves our point. WWE needs to die. Period. There is nothing inherently good about this company. There's nothing. There's no shining light. There's no one wrestler that we can point to and go, oh, they're going to change that company, because no one's going to change that company. No one. Oh, they just signed this person. Doesn't matter, because WWE is still in that fucking mentality of no one's bigger than the brand.
And Warner, will they compromise that for anyone?
No. They got hurt. They got in their fifis when Dwayne left and Brock left and Austin roughly at the same time. I mean, within a year. And they don't. It just won't happen.
And Adrian Carpenter said the wrestling landscape would be a much better place without WWE. Yeah, I just said that, and I want to add something to that. Somebody might say, wait, so you want the biggest company in professional wrestling to die, and you think that'll make wrestling better?
Yes.
We're gonna answer it for me.
No, yeah.
No. I'm not mad at you for answering it for me. Because also what would die with it is the culture that it breeds. That brainwashing WWE robot, oh, WWE is my dream culture, dies.
Oh, God, that needs to die.
That sex pest culture dies. Everything that comes with that WWE culture dies. That's worth it. Yeah, I'll be sad because old memories and all that stuff, but like somebody will pick up that tape library.
Mm-hmm.
But like, dude, that everything that is within the walls of that company needs to die. Well, go ahead, Warren. I'm sorry, you were trying to finish your thought.
I mean, let's be honest here. WWE, oh God, they're killing wrestling with just content overload. I mean, let's be honest. You got 2.5 hours on Monday. You got 2 hours on the next night on Tuesday. I'm guessing Evolve is 2 hours on Tubi. You got main event probably on Thursday because, giggles. You got SmackDown 3 hours on Friday. And then a pay-per-view that should be 20 minutes. But no, we got to extend it with commercials to 4 hours.
Warner, if you,
on the weekends, twice a month.
If you watch all of that WWE programming, I bet you watched.
I don't know how you can.
I bet you watched the movie Black Phone and said goals. That's the only way I could actually think that someone would willingly watch all of that WWE content. Like, you had to have been watching the Ted Bundy movie and been like, oh man, that's my motivation. Like you have to be like a psychopath. Something has to be wrong with you. You had to watch the Dahmer series and be like, man, he ate that role alive.
Mm-hmm.
Bro.
I don't know how, like, hypothetically, if you literally watched an entire week with pay-per-view included, I don't know how you get burned out, how you not get burned out from watching wrestling.
And Werner, you've heard me say this on the show, bro. I've always said this, and this is something I toss it to my consultations. Can't give away too much. If you want to get a consultation with your boy, book one. But I'm going to say this. I always say simps ruined the marketplace.
Yep.
Simps. You know why? Because there was a time where a woman had to earn her adoration from a man.
Mm-hmm.
She earned every date with her femininity, her cooperation. She earned the right to marriage with her femininity, her cooperation, showing off her, the skills to be a great wife. And then the invention of social media came along. And now a woman who's a 3 can get so many likes to boost her ego to the point of where she believes she's a 10. That is the same culture that is being practiced with talent signing to WWE as we speak.
Mm-hmm.
Why view myself as something higher when I could just simp? Why hold myself to a standard when I could just simp? It's easier. It's easier to just hit the like button. That's what these talents are doing with WWE. They're selling themselves short to simp. And you telling me that's not a culture that needs to die? You gonna look me in my face and tell me that's a culture that doesn't need to die? That's fucking up the marketplace too. You know why? Because wrestlers that aren't beholden to WWE, that's going to fuck them up from getting money. Because guess what? When these promoters go to book somebody, they're going to be like, well, WWE didn't give this person this much for this for this contract. So why would I give you that much? That's why I say Simps fucked up the marketplace. Because now there's 3s out here that are thinking they're 10s, and they talk about you got to take them on 4 dates before they even think of giving you a scruple of some coot noon. What the fuck? It was a time where 3s had to cooperate extremely. There was a time where 3s had to motherfucking go above and beyond.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got 3s out here making millions of dollars on OnlyFans. And that's what WWE is doing to the talent pool right now. And I hate that shit. I hate it. Like it drives me nuts. That's not a structure that needs to die. WWE is the industry standard. Why would you want that? Then it's just going to be a free-for-all. Pro wrestling is going to fall out of order. I heard that shit, by the way, Werner. Somebody said professional wrestling is going to fall out of order if WWE dies.
You know what? There'll be a boom period on the indies.
A true boom period.
A true boom period. And AEW will benefit from getting I'm not saying all, but some of the fans from WWE.
And by the way,
then TNA might benefit if they're still around with fans. There's an opportunity. That's the thing. WWE takes away opportunity from other people.
Talk. Go ahead, man. Cook.
No, it's opportunity that goes away. We're all this country is built, the United States that is. I know Weekly's in here.
Yeah, we got some
is built
viewers.
on opportunity. And yet you have a company that hates giving people or other companies opportunity.
And Werner, what's one of the biggest opportunities in this nation? Competition.
Exactly. God forbid if there is competition in the wrestling space. Or, sorry, sports entertainment.
because that creates the most opportunity in this country.
Exactly.
See, that Warner was just spitting some game, but I had to add to that real quick. Yeah, competition creates the most opportunity. That's just a fact. And WWE wants to kill that. And again, you will look the both of us in our faces and tell us WWE is a company that doesn't need to die. Y'all will be the same people. Not y'all. Y'all know what I mean. The drones and fairwalkers that are going to watch this stream and downvote it and all that stuff because they don't like what we saying.
Right.
Oh, and by the way, guys, I hate to bring it down like this. I really do, because I meant to say this at the beginning. But I'm going to say it, and then we're going to get into Monday Night Raw. Rest in peace to the voice of John Redcorn, Jonathan Joss.
That was so sad.
Who, anybody who knows me knows I'm a huge fan of King of the Hill. If you ever around me for a long period of time, you are going to hear a King of the Hill quote of some kind. That's just me. My personal favorite John Redcorn line was, well, John Redcorn, Peggy Hill. Oh man, that line gets me every time. She actually had headaches. Really? Her head actually hurt. But rest in peace to Jonathan Joss. And I'm gonna say this: if anybody watches our show and thinks that, oh, these guys are probably lean one way on their political spectrum or viewpoint spectrum, man, look, when it comes to things like what happened to him today, I don't give a damn who you love. I don't give a damn where you come from, what your background is, to be in a neighborhood like he was in, because I don't know if y'all knew the backstory of it, to be in a neighborhood like he was in, where him and his husband, and unfortunately, I hate that he felt so uncomfortable putting his sexuality out there that, like, we didn't find out until he was tragically taken from us, okay? You should never feel that way. You know what I'm saying? That's terrible. That alone in itself is a tragedy. But he was living in a neighborhood that he had to move out of because he was getting death threats. They were burned, they burned his house down. They killed his dog, which is, and they went back to check their mail, and they, and for him to be killed in a homophobic hate crime, but his last course of action as a living, breathing human being was to push his husband out the way. Wow. Wow. I always say people like that don't touch this earth often. People that actually live to not only make a stamp on the world, but to protect others from evil. That's a rarity. I don't care who he decides to love or who he loved. I don't care about none of that. Like, that is sad to us. Just a extreme degree. No one should be killed for who they love. No one should have their house burned down because of who they love. All right. So if there's anybody watching our show and think, oh, I can't watch them because, oh, they seem like, oh, they're conservative men. They don't seem like, oh, they don't care about that type of stuff. Oh, they probably lean one way and this way and that way. No, man, I'm a human being first and fucking foremost.
Right.
First and fucking foremost. If I die, I'm not taking my fucking politics with me. You understand?
No one does. No one does.
That was a human being who just loved another human being, and he was murdered for that. Murdered. I want to make sure I use the proper word. Murdered. And that's fucking terrible. A voice for so many people's laughter and joy gone because someone else had just a insurmountable amount of hatred in their body. And when it comes to anybody that watches our show, because we have some viewers that they belong to the LGBTQ community. We have a couple viewers. We do not condone what happened to Jonathan Joss at all. You should never be killed for who you love, ever. Ever. And if somebody wants to call me soft or some suspected white supremacist wants to call me woke, even though that's not y'all term and y'all stole that from black people, if you want to call me that, call me that. I don't give a fuck. But I'm going to tell you something right now. If you feel that way about me, I bet you can't beat this soft woke motherfucker's ass. Bet money you can't beat my ass. So I encourage you to say it to my face, whoever you are, if you feel that way about what I'm saying. But rest in peace to Jonathan Joss. He deserved to live so much longer and to provide so many more laughs and so much more entertainment and to give life to his family and his husband. And to hear what happened to him is terrible. Rest in peace to him. Go ahead, Warner.
This whole story has been so sad to see. You know, love, you can't help who you love. And if you are in a relationship, love them hard. It's a shame that we're still in a society where killing somebody for who they love is acceptable. And I don't find this acceptable. I condemn this wholeheartedly. I hope the murderer is found.
They got him. Thankfully.
Oh, good.
Thankfully.
Yeah. I just, I hate seeing talented people like him go too soon. Way, way, way too soon. And for no reason whatsoever. Just for loving another, there's no reason to go down for loving another man. Or if you're a woman and loving another woman, there should be no repercussion for that.
None.
Period. I hope I give condolences to the family and friends of Jonathan Joss. I hope that this tragedy can help us be better as a society. Hopefully. I don't know if it will, because there's still a lot of hate. And that needs to be fixed. But I hope we can heal from this. And it's weird, Daryl. You know, now Jonathan Redcorn and Dale Gribble are in heaven. Who would have thunk that one?
Yeah. Just even like 3-4 years ago, who would have thought?
Yeah. Who would have thunk?
I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it.
You know, it's just shocking.
Dude, the news broke my heart when I saw it.
Yeah.
The news broke my heart. And then when I found out the details, it broke my heart even more. So yeah, condolences to the family of Jonathan Joss. And I pray, I pray, because I know how the legal system is down there in Texas. I pray that man gets brought to justice.
So do I.
I know how that legal system is down there. And it's crazy because I love Texas so much. I really do.
You want your big belt buckle.
Of course I do. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And Deborah, I'm not sure if you were paying attention. We've said his name, but yeah, you gotta rewind the stream. Not even that far back, maybe about like 2 minutes or so. But yeah, you'll figure it out. I don't want to go through it again because man, everything we just said came from a genuine place, and to repeat it, it would just, yeah. All right. But guys, now it is time to get into the show that we would never go into, Raw, sponsored by Trojan. It is time to get into Werner's favorite birthday show, Monday Night Raw. Okay, so you got the Monday Night Raw candles on your cake, spelling R-A-W. Blow it out and make a wish, Werner. What would the wish be? Go.
No more talents arriving late to the fucking arena.
Well, too fucking bad, because the usual montage of talent arriving at the arena would go. Okay. Yeah, Werner. Oh, boy. Perk up. Perk up or you get no cake, mister. All right. Never said I seen the things. Oh, yeah. No, it's all love. It's all love. All love. Okay. So, Werner, do you want to kick off your birthday edition of Monday Night Raw? Do you want to do it? Do you want to do it? Do you want to do it? Do you want to do it?
We start off the show with commentary talking about Michael Cole wearing a fucking Pacers jersey. What the fuck is this shit?
The usual montage of talent arriving at the arena.
Why? I don't give a flying fuck of what bet the punter and Michael Cole make. Why do I need to see Michael Cole in ostensibly a tank top?
But Werner, you should
pants.
Because it's fun.
It's tucked in his pants.
Werner, it's fun.
Tucked in his fucking pants.
It's fun.
No, it's not.
It's fun.
No, it's not.
Werner,
no, it's not.
It's Aura
No.
Cinema Cook Hoop.
No.
Yes.
No.
You don't like your Aura Cinema Cook Hoop mixed in with Pacer jerseys tucked in the pants?
No. This was stupid. Stupid.
Everybody put Aura Cinema Cook Hoop in the comment section.
No, we don't need to do that.
Aura Cinema Cook Hoop. Cinema Cook Hoop.
This did not do any of that to start off a
You
fucking
didn't feel
Monday
the
Night
aura
Raw.
coming off of Michael Chode in his Pacers jersey?
No.
You didn't feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
Nor did I feel it when Pat McAfee was screaming about his fucking tattoos.
Can you feel it? Oh, girl, can you feel it? Michael Jordan, the world could be. Oh, my God. Yes, Aura Cinema Cook Hoop. Yes. But Werner, that's what they're going to tell you. He's so fun. How could you not like Pat McAfee?
Trash. It's fucking
Werner, how can you not like Pat McAfee? That's they're gonna, and don't forget the not's gonna be in all caps. How could you not like Pat McAfee?
What has he done in the wrestling business? Not a goddamn thing.
He's done Aura Cinema Cook Hoop.
He has not done that.
Oh God.
He has not done that at all.
Werner was cast in the first ever silent film. You thought the old jokes was going to stop? They weren't.
No, I know they weren't going to stop. I just didn't know you were going to go there.
Or Cinema Cook Hoop.
Jeez.
Hello, Mama Ducky Hearts. I'm gonna need y'all to share this. That will give us a retweet on Twitter.
Yeah,
for the stream, man. What y'all doing, bro? Give us a retweet. We had a little skippity bip at the beginning, but we've been in here. Well, there is no excuse. Okay. And where are we at on Twitter? Speaking of which, but yes, Werner, I know the amount of cinema, Aura, Cook, and Hoop was just so, oh man, it radiated through your TV and it made you a better personality for this show. So tell me what you learned from seeing Michael Cole with a tucked in Pacers jersey. Go.
220 on the twits.
Shit. Oh shit. We over there killing it. Damn. Okay. But what did you learn, sir?
I learned that Pat McAfee should never make a bet with Michael Cole to wear a fucking tank top on Monday Night Raw.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
No one can feel it. No one can feel it at all. No one. Only drones thought this was funny.
See, Werner predates the Jackson 5. He was a part of the Werner 1. Okay? Yes, he was alive when Rome fell, but he doesn't like to talk about that. Werner's stripper name in 1966 was Leonidas.
Don't lump me in with John Laurinaitis.
That was when he was 42 years old.
Don't lump me in with John Laurinaitis.
And yes, Werner was 42 in 1966.
Oh, it's not.
Yes, he was. Okay? That sounded a little freaky, kind of, sort of. Mama Ducky Huck said the kids are finally asleep. Okay. All right.
Because it's Friday night.
Your kids are in my Slime Time Live. They're watching Toy Story, but there's no toys present.
And your wife's in my kitchen making a sandwich. Buddy.
My costume is Buzz Lightyear, but I couldn't afford the year. So I'm just Buzz Light. Oh, man, talk about his stripper name in 1967.
Patent pending.
Was Elote Special. That's crazy work. Okay. But yes. I went to the patent office to get my invention patent, but they told me I was a backyard. Oh, man. Man, if y'all knew, bro. If all my day one Covalent TV people, y'all know that reference, but yeah. Yes, indeed. Shouts out to all the day one Covalent TV viewers that understands that reference, okay?
Yeah.
All right, but Warner, I'll take a little bit from here, man. I'll take a little bit.
No, I can jump.
You sure? You sure? That
I
Cinema Cuckoo might have been too much for you.
Well, no, I know your favorite segment of the show is coming up, which is CM Punk and Sami
Warner,
Zayn.
don't project your favorites on me. That's all you.
No, that's not.
That's all
because see, here's the thing: you have to love CM Punk because he's from Chicago,
and you have to love the Michigan Wolverines because you were a Wolverine. In 1932, Werner dressed himself up as a Wolverine. Okay? He tried it. Werner, see, this is something Werner did in like year 1 and year 2, and it never worked because he knows that I'm quick with the rebuttals. Like, he does this, and I always get him. Okay, but go ahead, Werner. Let's try this again. You want to try again?
Your favorite CM Punk entered
Werner
and made a few references to the NBA Finals that no one cared about because, again, WWE fans don't watch anything other than WWE.
Werner was the first cream filling in a Twinkie. Go ahead.
Punk talked about being in the Money in the Bank qualifier. He also wanted to say that he's won the Money in the Bank twice because everyone remembers that from 20 years ago.
Nobody fucking remembers that.
Yeah. We're going to have the Summer of Punk again. Oh.
All right, so you are nearing very close to shut the fuck up range right now. So can you get through this? I would hate to tell you that on your barf day. Not your birthday, your barf day. Everybody put barf day in the comment section. Go ahead.
Two people that were on top of the mountain. One of his friends, Jay Uso, wanted Jay to know that if he did fight for his title, it's not personal. It's just business.
Can you stop? CM hypocrite, can you fucking stop? Dude, we get it. You're a sellout. We get it. We get it. We get it. We know. Homie, I promise. We know. We know. We're aware. Okay?
Yep.
We get it.
We can't wait to see you in Saudi Arabia on the 28th.
God damn, we get it. Fuck. Okay, keep going, Werner.
CM Punk spoke next about the Blue Boy Scout, John Cena, and how the tables have turned since Punk first got to WWE. Cena's now public enemy number 1 because he sold his soul to the bald fraud goof.
My fucking God. The word selling soul should never come out of any... I don't care if it's a mouth near CM Punk. Motherfucker. Keep going. Just keep going. Keep going.
Punk has always had Cena's number. He can call Cena a bitch, and said it was his time for him to become champion again. Then Canadian Che Guevara, Sami Zayn showed up.
Oh my God.
Try it! Try it! Try it! The crowd chanted for Sammy. God, why? Why would anyone chant for Sammy? I still don't get that one. Zayn was glad to hear Punk speak clearly about his goal of becoming world champion. Zayn said he had his own ambitions of becoming world champion, but Money in the Bank was no longer his path, thanks to Seth freaking Rollins.
This
Zayn
shit is
wanted to
doo-doo. Can we move?
I know.
This shit is doo-doo.
I know. Zayn wanted to emphasize the importance of this match and told Punk tonight is a must win. If you don't win, this WWE is never going to be the same. It's going to be horrible. I'm not going to get my liberalisms out, and I'm going to cry.
Flabby ginger ass out the ring. Nobody, like, dude, here's the thing about Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn had the potential to be one of the biggest baby faces professional wrestling has ever seen. And then he grew a fucking homeless beard, grew his hair long, grew even more chest hair than before, and virtue signaled his way into bitching and moaning to CM Punk in an opening segment of Monday Night Raw.
Yep.
All Sami Zayn does when he comes out there nowadays is fucking whine and get in other people's bit. Like, dude, if Sami Zayn's gimmick, if he had a gimmick, it'd be getting in other grown men's business. That would be his gimmick. Somebody tell me I'm lying. That's in 2025, that's Sami Zayn's gimmick. What other grown man's business can I get into? And Deborah said, John Cena looks like shit. Punk is too old. They're pushing it. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, too. By the way, shouts out to you, Deborah, new commenter. I don't know how long you've been watching, but salute to you. Here's the thing about John Cena, too. You could tell John Cena's like, fuck, they ruined this. Mm-hmm. And this is not me taking any accountability off of him. If you understand my level of hatred towards John Cena, it is internalized so much that it's almost became a superpower. Like, I could tear John Cena to bits and cut him in half without even trying. That's how internalized my hatred is for John Cena. But you could tell that he's just looking at like everything going on with his run, and you could tell he's just like, fuck. They really fucked this up. So he's just phoning it in, whatever that looks like in John Cena's world, because he's always phoning it in. But like, dude, you could tell he's just over it. He knows this has been a fumble. But go ahead, Warner.
Alrighty, Sammy also told Punk if he wins the world title that they're going to have a very different conversation down the road. And Punk said he looked forward to it. They shook hands.
If you don't stop. Sammy,
I'm gonna shake your hand.
Warner, I'm gonna give y'all some free game. I was gonna save this for Money in the Bank, but I'm gonna give y'all some free game. I'm gonna give it to y'all now. And man, I'm so good behind this mic. I'll come up with something else. Don't worry. I got y'all for Money in the Bank. We gonna do it the right way. But I'm gonna give this to y'all for free. Watch this. They're building towards the next manufactured yeet movement with Sami Zayn right now.
Yep.
You could see them dropping the little breadcrumbs for it now. Sammy's going to have the same talking points Jey Uso is getting right now. The fans are going to defend him the same way. Watch what I say. They're breadcrumbing their viewers into going, Triple H is going, this is going to be the next yeet movement.
And I really don't care about the World Heavyweight title.
The World Heavyweight title I'm telling you right now, that is going to become he's been around for a long time, so he deserves it title.
Right.
Mark my words. Then I wouldn't be shocked to see Drew McIntyre hold it right after him.
Right.
As a babyface. I'm telling you, that is going to become the charity case title. That is what it's about to become.
And not only that, I see that title on SmackDown sooner rather than later. Whenever the draft happens, that's when it's going to get moved over. And the WWE title will be on Raw.
This is the WWE programming. They're already subconsciously programming you onto the next Yeet movement with Sami Zayn. They're subconsciously programming you. I mean, the same could be said about Deborah. The same thing could be said about Jey Uso, but they still did it. They still did it. And I think Sammy and Jay are like close in age, if not like what, 2-3 years apart. Yeah, I don't think, because I think Sammy's probably older. I could be wrong though. We'll see. But let me see. Oh, Mundo Fuego said, "Free Palestine." Sammy tweets from his hotel room in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Oh.
So Sammy will be turning 41 on July 12th.
Mm-hmm. Now go ahead, give me Jay. Pause if necessary.
Pause.
Werner's like, this Google contraption. I didn't have this in 1912. Go ahead.
Jay will be 40 August 22nd.
See, Deborah, like I don't know how long you've been watching the show. When we do the show, we fact check stuff in real time. We go off of logic, facts, data, and statistics. That's what we do here. So yeah, if it didn't stop them from doing it with Jay, it definitely is not gonna stop them from doing it with fucking Sammy. I'm gonna drop something on y'all. This is gonna be a bar. As long as they're cost controlled.
Yep.
If Sammy asks for more money after winning that World Heavyweight Championship, he's dropping it within a month. He's dropping it within a month.
But I'm champion. Not anymore.
If Sammy asks for a re-up on his salary, buddy, gone.
I'll sign a 10-year deal. No, I can't do that.
And that goes for any talent. That's what they wanted. They want talents to be so afraid to ask for a pay raise. They're doing cost control. And Warren, I feel so vindicated because I've been telling y'all this since like what, after Rumble?
Yeah.
But it wasn't happening yet. Now it's happening. Said, when I say age, I mean is in the business. Well, I mean, they've been in the business about the same amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been in the business about the same amount of time. I'd probably give or take 2-3 years between the two of them. Yeah, they've been in the business about the same amount of time. Mm-hmm. Then why would he go out as heel Cena? It's funny, I said this before the Elimination Chamber review because I knew they were going to shoehorn a heel turn because they had nothing going into Chamber and they had nothing going into Mania. I called it. Remember, Warren, I called it.
Yes, you did.
I said that's like the last thing that they can do with him. I remember saying those exact words. That is like the last thing that they could do with John Cena.
So Sami Zayn debuted in 2002.
Damn.
And Jey Uso debuted in 2007.
Oh, it's not that far apart. Yeah, that's not that far apart.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 years.
In the wrestling business, that is not that far apart. They could have trained together. Let's put it that way. They could have trained together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So no, that ain't gonna stop them from doing it with Sami Zayn. Trust me. All right, Warner, let's keep this show going, man.
All righty, Roxanne Perez offered to help Liv Morgan tonight, but Morgan told her to stay out of her business. Morgan bumped into Io Sky just like last week and warned Sky that she's coming for her title. Sky said that's not going to happen.
That's kind of freaky. She's coming for her title.
Yeah.
Kind of freaky.
Yep.
I'm like, goddamn, you dirty bitch, you dirty bitch, you dirty
Alrighty,
bitch.
then there was a Stephanie Vaquer video package where she spoke in Spanish with English subtitles.
Ooh, Gucci.
And then she talked about her dream.
I love her
Her
voice.
dream of being in oh yeah, she's so sexy.
Oh,
But she talked about her dream about being in WWE.
you could
Because
spare
that's
me that
all we
bullshit.
have.
Baby, you could spare me
It's
that
the
bullshit.
dream.
Spare me that bullshit. Spare me that bullshit. I'm okay. You're only saying that because you're in position. What's gonna happen when you're no longer in position? That's the thing. Like, that's the thing with these people, Werner. That's the thing with these talents that nickel and dime themselves in their careers to go to WWE. Like, okay, you're saying that because you're in position. I bet if you held a microphone up to Rey Fenix's face right now, he probably is not saying it's the dream anymore.
Right.
Like, just candidly, you caught him coming out the arena. Hey, is WWE still your dream? No. Stephanie, what's going to happen when WWE inevitably tricks you out of your position? Or pushes you out of your position, for that matter. Hell, look at R-Truth. He went from main event in Saturday night's main event with fucking Cena to being out. It sound good. And if she was my girl, I'd tell her that. I'd be like, baby, it sound good. But I know better. And y'all know the old saying, if you know better, you do better. But okay.
Here's a question on Stephanie. Does she make it past her second contract?
It depends on how quick they push her out of her position.
Okay.
It really depends on how quick they push her out of her position.
Because she's 32 now. That's why I'm asking.
Sheesh. Oh, man. Oh,
now do you want to you want to change your answer now?
By the time WWE gets through using up all the tread on her tire, she's gonna be like 37. Oh, Tony, yeah. Tony, don't even pick up the phone when she calls. CMLL, don't even pick up the phone when she calls. By the time they done with her, she gonna be like 36, 37. Oh no. I don't know why I thought she was 28. Oh no. Oh, Werner, that's bad. Yeah, I mean, Werner, with the way WWE is cycling in new toys, which is also something people said about AEW for like the first 3 years. Whenever they're done cycling in new toys, which I don't think is going to be anytime soon.
No, because they have Evolve.
obviously, she's going to get lost in that shuffle. There's people already talking about Mariah May getting lost in the shuffle, and she hasn't even shown up yet. To put it in perspective for everybody, there's already people talking about Mariah May potentially ended up lost in the shuffle, and she hasn't even showed up. So what? Like what? 2 more signing cycles? So I would probably say what? 2 years, 2.5? Yeah. What about you? You'd ask the question, motherfucker. What about you?
I don't know the length of her deal. Like, I'm thinking it's going to be after 1, maybe, because if it is a 5-year deal, and then she's 37, and by that time, I would think Rhea and Bianca will be the ceilings,
and the tread is going to be off of her tire too,
right? Mm-hmm. And I would think Becky and Charlotte would be retired at that point. I would think. I just, I would be surprised. I even thought that, but when I originally thought she was 28 as well, I don't see her making it out of 2 cycles.
That's why the 2 cycles is actually pretty conservative, all things considered. Because WWE signing cycles have been like, it would usually be like once a year.
Right.
Now they're doing like 3 a year. And they have to slow down going into 2026 because it's a log jam. Let's be real. It's a fucking log jam right now.
Right.
So they're going to have to slow down.
especially with now having AAA's talent under your payroll.
So what I'm saying is this: I think they have one more signing cycle this year, and then I don't think we see another signing cycle from WWE for a while. So I think by the time the signing cycle after the one coming up, which is probably going to include Mariah May, I think the signing cycle after that one is going to be where we start to see WWE slow down on Stephanie. That's honestly where I see it taking place. But I think, because when is Mariah May's deal up? Was it late July, early August or something like that? I think I saw.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Yeah, I don't see them having another signing cycle until ooh, sheesh. Ugh.
Rumble?
Probably Rumble, yeah. So, yeah, because she's not going to be the shiny new toy anymore.
Right.
So, yeah, that's WWE right now. That is the state of WWE as we speak. Y'all got our chat rate in the dumps right now. What did I tell y'all, man? Like gang, comment gang, share gang, donation gang, emoji gang. If you're not commenting, run the emojis up in the comment section. All right? Show the necessary love. But, Warner, we are at an hour 36, and we got to pick up this show.
Whoa.
And sir, you...
Alrighty.
Go ahead.
Money in the Bank Triple Threat Qualifier. Stephanie Vaquer versus Ivy Nile versus Liv Morgan. A lot of We Want Truth chants, but in the end, Stephanie defeated Ivy Nile, Liv Morgan. Ivy Nile and Liv Morgan to qualify for Money in the Bank.
That chant was so bad faith. Let me just say this real quick. That chant was so bad faith, and I'm gonna tell you why. You bought a ticket.
Right. Alrighty, up next we got Paul Heyman approaching AJ Styles backstage. Wished him a happy birthday. He is 48 today.
Damn.
Yeah, I know.
Oh man. Man.
Heyman spoke for a while, trying to convince Styles to focus on Dominic Mysterio and the Intercontinental title and leave Money in the Bank to Seth Rollins.
You and AJ Styles let everyone know the British were coming. I told you the old jokes weren't going to stop. Go ahead.
AJ Styles asked Heyman if he wasn't exhausted constantly chasing down his next meal ticket. Styles did plan on going after Dom in the IC title as well as Money in the Bank, but didn't respond to his threats and knew that Heyman was threatening him. If he tried to push him out, he would push back. Styles knew Rollins' plan, but everyone knew he had a plan and got punched in the mouth.
Okay.
Chad Gable cut a promo.
Stop for 1 second. If you find yourself at the end of a promo just saying, okay, it's not a good promo. I don't care who it is. Because I know y'all love to glaze Paul Heyman and call him the greatest manager and promo guy. And dude, fuck. Like, you come away from most WWE promos like, okay. Like, all right. But Deborah had a great comment. Said there are a lot of women moved from NXT that's already disappeared. Everyone's trying to get a belt, and they don't really have that many or storylines. Yeah, that's why I said at most it's going to take 2 signing cycles before Stephanie is just an afterthought.
Right.
And I hate that. And yes, AJ Styles is getting wasted in WWE, but y'all slowed down, man. Donation gang is very important leading up to All In. So hit the Streamlabs link, Cash App. Show Werner some birthday love as well, man. And we got super chats and super stickers, all that. It's no excuse. None.
No Don Lemons tonight.
Yeah, no Don Lemon. What the fuck? Well, let's go, Werner. Go ahead.
All righty. Chad Gable cut a promo during the break. He said he said the Pacers would beat the Thunder. El Grande Americano would win tonight. And Gable, would beat Vikingo on Saturday.
Okay.
Okay. Whatever.
Wouldn't be shocked if that happened, too.
Are we doing investment ratings? Or are we saving that?
We'll have to save it for Friday.
Okay.
Let's say
because they only have 4 matches.
Yeah, let's leave a little hook for Friday.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Up next, we got a Rusev video package, and no one cared. Apparently, Sheamus now is part of the Alpha Academy.
Trash, garbage, trash. The Duke juice, Duke University. It's what? What? You came back for this, dickhead. You got the nerve to tweet an angry emoji after R-Truth. And if you don't, dude, your signing is probably one of the reasons why he had to be fucking let go. I'm not holding back my words no more. God, I hate this show. Go ahead.
Kathy Kelly interviewed Sheamus, again, part of the Alpha Academy. Sheamus called Rusev a bully, and Sheamus bullies bullies.
You know, what? How? What have you won? Dude, I need promos to make logical sense. What have you won recently? Sir. The promos have to make sense.
Yeah. But WWE does nothing to make sense.
What bully have you bullied recently? Sheamus.
A burger joint?
Right. A root beer barrel? What the fuck? What have you bullied? Good God. The promos in WWE are not fucking believable. Go ahead.
All right, up next we have the War Raiders and Finn Balor.
Wait, real quick. Valhalla is released.
And then we have Finn Balor, Balor Club.
Finn Balor.
Yep. Balor Club with JD Squarehead without Carlito.
Well, word, I do spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool.
That's true. There were more chants for R-Truth. New Day joined on commentary because everybody asked for that. Finn Balor and JD McDonough defeated the War Raiders with the coup de grace. And we go to break.
Oh, Miguel, I could answer that one real quick. And we got to keep the show going because we approach 2 hours, but I'm just going to answer this one real quick, and then I got to slow down on reading comments for a second. They're going to do the whole, and you can see it coming a mile away because they're already bracing you for it. They're going to do the whole Julia holds the women's United States belt, Stephanie holds the women's IC belt, and they're going to eventually face each other, and it might be a title, versus title match. You could see it coming a mile away. WWE creative is very predictable. It's
Raw versus SmackDown on Survivor Series.
Yeah, they basically told you that neither Stephanie or Julia are winning Money in the Bank. They've already given it away. Like, why even invest? But go ahead. What, you glitch, motherfucker? What the hell was that? But see, that's what happens when you running on that Windows 95 software, motherfucker.
Up next, we got Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria for 1 hour and 45 minutes of wasted nothingness. Wasted fucking nothingness. Kathy Kelly interviewed Stephanie Vaquer backstage. Vaquer said she felt great and continued to respond in Spanish, but was quickly interrupted by Rhea Ripley.
She was looking good as a motherfucker. God.
Yes, she was.
I'm like, goddamn, you dirty bitch,
They
you
were
dirty
cordial
bitch, you
and
dirty
shook
bitch.
hands. Ripley said she
could
would
be
see
cordial
her
with
on
this
Saturday.
dick. She could be cordial with this dick. You understand what I'm saying to you? Goodness gracious. Okay. All right, let's keep going.
All righty, another Lyra Valkyria and Becky segment, which no one cares about.
This shit is terrible. Oh, God. Okay, Warner, I got to say it again because we got some new viewers in the room. I got to say it. If you're a Lyra Valkyria fan, tell me, does she have it? Now, if you're a fan, you're probably going to say yes. Okay, what part of it does she have? Because fucking Pennywise has more it than fucking Lyra Valkyria.
Hornswoggle has more it.
Like, dude, she had, like, there's, every time I look at her, I'm just like, dude, the lights are on, but nobody's home. I do not want to see Down syndrome Becky Lynch get a fucking push. I'm good, bro.
Is this another thing to where we need to have Nia Jax break Lyra Valkyria's nose.
No, because no. Hell no. Get the fuck out of here.
No.
No, I don't want to see the goddamn. Oh, God. Instead of the man, it's going to be the bird. I don't know,
Right.
like what. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good on anything that surrounds Becky Lynch and Lyra. Like, I wish they would both fuck off.
Hmm.
Because we
All
know
right.
the only reason why Lyra's getting pushed. Go ahead.
Alrighty, up next we got the Tyrese Halliburton WWE shirt.
If you don't escape, I'm not in the mood, bro. If you do not escape, I don't get fuck Tyrese Halliburton.
Penta video package, no one cares. And now we have Sami Zayn and Jey Uso taking on Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. No one cares because it ended in a DQ of a curb stomp that the camera didn't even catch. What was the fucking point?
Warner. This product insists upon making 0 sense.
Exactly.
It insists upon being a fucking failure. Okay, so here's my thing. I'm gonna get my notes. I'm actually gonna get my notes. You're trying to get the LeBron Breakers over as a tag team and as a dominant force. And you're telling me that they're having difficulties putting down a reformed cokehead and a pudgy liberal, Ginger. Way to get them over as a fucking faction.
Mm-hmm.
You mean to tell me a legit athlete and a man that is built like the side of a building can't put down Bobby Brown and Ginger Little Nicky? Good job, WWE, for not bang up. Y'all are killing it. No one is doing it better than y'all right now. Watch us get an algorithm boost for saying that.
Right. Alrighty, we got
Go
a
ahead.
Judgment Day clubhouse segment where Finn Balor and Liv Morgan had divorced parent energy, and Roxanne Perez was the new girlfriend.
I'm laughing because it's fucking true. He's not, guys. He's not. Yo, I wanted this to be a calmer show for myself, but the problem is, once we start getting into the nitty gritty of this entire program, how can you not get frustrated with how bad and nonsensical it is? You guys do this every show with WWE. Well, we're tired of saying it.
Mm-hmm.
You think we want to come on here every week and say the same stuff about this product? No. We love doing the Dynamite reviews and AW pay-per-view reviews because we can actually show off our analytical abilities.
Mm-hmm.
We can do surgical shows. We can't do it with WWE. We have to tell y'all that this is horseshit and nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
Almost 300 people on the Twits, goddammit.
Bang.
There we go.
bang,
Alrighty,
bang.
up next we got Kyrie Sane taking on Raquel Rodriguez.
Of course, Werner talks through the soundbite. You should have knew I was putting a Don DeMarco right there. What were you doing? Oh, yeah, well, of course we got us.
I couldn't hear it in my old age.
All right, no, you was crip walking at the Boston Tea Party. Shut the fuck up.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Alrighty, up next we got Kyrie Sane taking on Raquel Rodriguez. Kyrie Sane defeated Raquel Rodriguez with an insane elbow. Oh God. Up next we got Karrion Kross yelling at Sami Zayn that he's a liar and that he's not a good person. He's a bad man.
Shouts out to my homegirl Alejandra, who was icing Sammy up in that segment. She's an independent wrestler. Check her out. Am I wrong for saying Karrion Kross was right?
Yeah.
I told y'all that Sammy Liberal is one of the fakest virtue signaling ass motherfuckers to walk the planet, especially in professional wrestling. Like it's like a two-way tie between him and CM Punk. When he showed up at that goddamn roast of WrestleMania, whatever it was called, and he said, "Oh, I'm going to be in trouble just for being here because people look at me a certain way," or whatever he said. I'm paraphrasing. And y'all know I hate misquoting people. But when the moment he said that, he knew. I was like, dude, yeah, you know you're a virtue signaling fake ass piece of shit. You know you are. You know you are. Stop giving this company your money. Stop giving this company your money.
Yeah, easily.
And stop giving Werner your Crips. Okay, I know he's very old. I know he's very old and he needs a place to rest, but stop giving him your Crips. Give him a Tempur-Pedic. Okay? So he could stand on the bed with his wine glass and watch it not move. Yeah, Werner remembers those commercials. Because he's fucking old. Okay?
I just don't like wine.
Oh, fuck. Boy, I almost crossed my own eyes reading that damn username. What does that say? Love me tender,
Love me.
Zaya?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Love me. That's what you mean. We'll go with that. That's what it says. Love me tender, Zaya. Old ass. Get some glasses. Said, why is Kyrie Sane getting awarded for injuring Zoe by beating Liv and Rocket? Ooh. That's a good question. Hold on.
Bring in the fire.
Shouts out to you for being a new commenter first and foremost, but that is a damn good question. Why can't we get more comments like that? See, Legacy True Seeker, step your fucking game up.
Yeah.
That's a good question. Because, and this is just my own personal opinion and speculation. It don't got nothing to do with what actually might be going on. Because WWE it's a part of their culture. We were talking about this at the beginning of the stream. They like sweeping stuff under the rug. The faster they can move on from something that looks bad on them, the better. So, yeah, they're just going to pretend like that Zoe Stark injury didn't even fucking happen. That WWE has been that way since the Attitude Era. I'm going to give you a specific incident. WWE has been that way since the Owen Hart incident.
Yep.
Somebody tell me I'm lying. WWE has been that way since the Owen Hart incident. The faster you could sweep it under the rug, the better.
Yep.
Some people might argue the steroid scandal, but I'd say the Owen Hart incident because it's more definitive. There was a lot of moving parts involved in that steroid scandal. Whereas the Owen Hart thing was just the Owen Hart thing. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's built into their culture. That's just why I believe they did that. But Werner, your opinion?
Name redacted.
Yeah, that's another example.
I think that's another great example. I WWE just doesn't care about the injured. Let's put it that way. So if Daryl and I were in WWE and hypothetically I did a move to where I got injured, Daryl's push would still be going no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Because the injury isn't on him, it's on me. That's how WWE always looks at injuries. It's never on the person. It's on the person who's receiving. It's always the person doing.
And I'm going to flip this around. Love me tender Zaya. I'm going to flip this around. The fact that you have to ask that question shows how little WWE is held accountable.
Yep.
I hate to say it. Not saying you specifically, not targeting you specifically, but that should show you how little WWE is held accountable. You shouldn't even have to ask that question. Kyrie should be sitting right now because of that. I would have benched her. I'm not gonna lie. I would have benched her, and she's a friend of the show. I love Kyrie. I do, but I would have benched her. She wouldn't have saw television for 2 months. I promise you that. She wouldn't have saw television for about 2-3 months. Whatever push she had going on, well, somebody's getting your spot. Next girl up. Somebody's getting your spot. Bet you will be in. I bet you'll be in that spot next time. I bet you'll be in that spot next time. I bet any amount of money in my damn wallet I bet you be in that spot, that next spot. And somebody might say, oh, well, didn't you say that wasn't 100% Kyrie's fault because she was working the WWE style, and the WWE style always says, oh, hit this point and all. Yeah, I said that. But what I'm telling you is if I'm running a professional wrestling promotion, not a sports entertainment promotion, and Kyrie missed a spot that egregiously, yeah, no, she's sitting. Not a sports entertainment promotion, because, yeah, she was working the WWE style. Oh, when the girls go out the ring, you got to play to them and get it on camera and show that you're really angry with what they did. No. Kyrie is a professional wrestler. So if underneath a professional wrestling environment, she made that same mistake, oh, no, she's sitting. No question. She's sitting down. If I want to be a real fucking dictator, like for real, I'll make her sit the length of however long Zoe is out.
Yeah.
If I really wanted to be an asshole. But no, I think 2-3 months, because Kyrie, we know Kyrie is a great professional wrestler. But she's a professional wrestler in a sports entertainment environment, and that's why that happened.
Right.
Go ahead.
No, and plus, sometimes accidents just happen.
Yeah.
But WWE is always seeking out to punish people for anything. And I mean anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous.
Let me see. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Zaya said you could call me Zaya. Okay, well, Zaya, how are you, Zaya? How are you? Well, go ahead.
Alrighty, up next we have Gunther and Jey Uso in the locker room.
Okay. Give me a fucking knife. Okay. Okay.
Gunther appreciated his title run, said he's trying to be a great champion, but he's not. He's way too selfless. He's helping out his friends too much, and that he's going to take his world title on Monday. And of course, Jey Uso just said 3 letters, 1 word, tap. See you next week.
The 3 letters, 1 word, ass.
Yeah.
Ass. Dude, and then man, he was fighting cokehead urges the whole promo. Did y'all see his face? Look at his face. I keep telling y'all, dude, I will say this until the cows come home. This is why I don't want to ever hear somebody call Tony Khan a cokehead or a crackhead in front of me. Look at Jey Uso. The man he can't stay still, not even facially. That's how actual cokeheads act. Look at him. I didn't know if he had to take a shit or he was waiting for his next hit. Fuck me. This is so terrible. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to toss this in here real quick. If Jey Uso retains over Gunther next Monday, Gunther's done. He's cooked. They might as well release him.
Yep.
Let him go.
Yep.
Let him go. If he can't win the charity case belt, let him go. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's bad. Plus, I mean, let's be honest. When was the last time you had a world title change hands on Raw? 15 years? 20?
Well, what if he retains by DQ or something like that? He doesn't look weak in that scenario. When do people in WWE ever not look weak in a DQ?
They will look weak all the time.
How do people support this? How do people support this?
I don't get it either.
Let's keep going. My fault.
Alrighty, we have the final Money in the Bank qualifier triple threat with CM Punk, AJ Styles, and El Grande Americano.
Only thing I gather from this match is CM Punk is fucking washed. And for whatever reason or another, and y'all laughed at me when I said this. Y'all laughed. Y'all didn't agree with me. A couple of y'all did. I'm not going to lie. A couple of y'all agreed with me. When I said that El Grande Americano is Vince McMahon's comedy obsession push, y'all were like, a couple of y'all just put laughing emojis, and then some of y'all agree with me. Do you believe me now? You remember how Vince would get addicted to like one wrestler that's like a comedy act, and he would ride it till the wheels fell off?
Mm-hmm.
That's what he's currently doing. Triple H is doing with El Grande Americano. And y'all laughed at both me and Werner when we said Triple H is Vince McMahon booking wise, but worse.
Yeah.
Y'all all laughed at us. Truth seekers, hold yourself accountable. Go ahead, Werner.
Already, El Grande Americano won with a headbutt to defeat AJ Styles, CM Punk to qualify for Money in the Bank.
Oh, and I'm a backtrack. Gunther getting "you tapped out" chants during a backstage promo is diabolical.
Yeah, it is.
That is diabolical. Oh, that loss isn't going to affect Gunther. People are overreacting. This motherfucker got "you tapped out" chants in a backstage segment. But booking doesn't matter, right?
No.
Booking doesn't matter, right?
Exactly.
How people are presented doesn't, that's what I said. How people are presented doesn't matter, right?
Exactly, because it's the WWE.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's what I was told. Oh, it doesn't matter. Gunther's going to be fine. People are overreacting.
Yep. It doesn't matter he fought a punter a month ago.
Oh, he's going to recover. Oh, he's going to recover with the quickness. Oh, he's going to come back even better than before. I even saw that. You tapped out chance in a backstage segment. But CM Punk tweaked his knee mid-match.
Oh, yeah.
First of all, he was moving slow as shit before that even happened. So he had to gingerly wrestle the rest of the match. And the only thing, again, the only things I gather from this match is CM Punk is washed. Triple H is obsessed with the El Grande Americano gimmick. And he's going to run it into the ground just like Vince would.
Yep.
And that AJ Styles is a lost man in a Walmart. How the fuck do you get lost in a Walmart, AJ? All you got to do is walk out the front doors, AJ. Just leave, bro. Just leave. Did you say the winner?
Yep.
El Grande Americano, y'all. Werner, this isn't investment ratings. This is just bold prediction.
Yep.
Do you think El Grande Americano wins Money in the Bank?
Yes.
Do you think he loses the mega title match and wins Money in the Bank?
Yes. I also believe he will cash in at Triple Mania later this summer.
That's super bold. Bro.
WWE has to show their power over who's in charge of AAA right now.
Warner. That was the last thing on the show, right? Was there anything that happened after the match?
Nope. Heel stood tall because there was a lot of main roster fuckery.
-10. Worst show on television currently. This programming will not get better because people continue to fill up these arenas and defend them 24/7 on social media and blame TKO as the invisible boogeyman. This will not get better. It's going to continue to get worse. This product is absolute Duke juice. I hate this shit with a burning passion. Go ahead, Werner.
-10, no moment. This show is god awful. god awful. And I know you said this is the worst television show on TV, but like, there's still SmackDown. SmackDown isn't any better. I don't know how anything positive can happen in the next 5 to 10 years with all that's in charge.
I had to catch myself, bro. I had to catch my anger. Love me tender. I'll say your full name again. Zaya came through with 2 smackaroos. Thank you.
There we go.
Said Ivy needed the win tonight. Agreed.
Yes.
And you could tell by how the crowd reacted to her that they want to see her be something.
Honestly, I don't know why she's not the women's Intercontinental title champion right now. I really don't.
Adrian Carpenter said Raw really, Aura said him a cook hooped, -10. Thank you,
Oh,
Zaya,
Jesus.
for the super chat, by the way. Thank you. Appreciate you. First super chat. Thank you. All right. Let me see. It was a comment I wanted to read, and I fucking think I missed it. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, it was Zaya again. Said, what would WWE have to do to have wrestlers strike? Wow. I'm glad you found the show because, look, in a perfect world, that would happen. In a perfect world, that would happen. I'm so glad you found this show. But here's the problem. There's too many people who live under the WWE ball sack as their entire identity, fans included. These wrestlers actually believe that WWE is a dream job. That level of delusion alone should answer your question of if that'll ever happen. These people, the wrestlers that are 5-star prospects are taking pay cuts to come to WWE. That should tell you how far away we are from something like that happening.
Because our dreams are more important. Dreams. Like WrestleMania. And Triple H pointing at me.
And yes, Zaya is on fire tonight. And bzz.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm trying to tell you the God's honest, Zaya. I really am. I'm giving you the God's honest truth. That's what it is. No question. No argument. These people are shortchanging themselves and taking less money to sign with a company that is going to treat them poorly and creatively destroy them. So no. Clear air. Never shortchange yourself. I don't care what the fuck you think is valuable or whatever the case may be. It might be a girl you've been chasing for a couple of years. And first of all, why are you chasing a woman for 2 years, player?
Oh.
But let's just say it's a girl you really liked and y'all have exchanged pleasantries and it's kind of been an on and off thing, right?
Right.
And let's say she finally wakes up and goes, you know, you've been so good to me. I want to be with you for the rest of my life. And you go, I don't need the rest of your life. I'd just be happy with 10 years. Why would you say that? Now she's going to treat you like a fucking step stool.
Mm-hmm.
Do not shortchange yourself. That applies to these WWE wrestlers. You're giving them a green light to shortchange you. You know that, right? Cut that shit out. And that's what I want to clear the air on.
So when the news broke about R-Truth and all that, there were a lot of fans that were combing through WWE's Twitter profiles. And some came upon the Miz's. And apparently the Miz removed anything that related to WWE. To which drones decided in their infinite wisdom to @tweet Tony Khan.
No.
Please sign the Miz.
No.
Please
No.
sign the Miz.
No.
Please.
No.
Please sign the Miz.
No.
One, drones. No. Two, that pillowy soft motherfucker couldn't last 5 minutes in a ring with even Wheeler Yuta.
Let alone a Will Ospreay.
Let alone a Will Ospreay. Let it the fuck go.
Dude,
Mazanin will just be with his wife doing stupid things.
AEW is no longer the WWE cast-off rehab facility.
Right.
Okay? That's why when Elena Black said in that Ariel Helwani interview in one breath, oh, I would love to go to AEW. Oh, I had such a great time there, this, that, and the third. And then in another breath said, but ultimately, I want to get back to WWE someday. I was like, see, crossed off the list.
Yeah.
If I'm Tony, whoop, crossed off the list.
Yeah.
Crossed off. Nope. Crossed off the list. I'd rather see Tony push Willow. I'm good.
Oh, God, yes.
I'm good. Said Nick Wayne would embarrass The Miz.
Well, yeah, that's true.
We've literally said this since AEW's inception, for real. We've said if The Miz had to get in the ring with anyone that is even above a slightly average in-ring ability, he would get pantsed.
Mm-hmm.
He would get pantsed. The dude would be tripping over his own fucking laces. I'm telling you.
I mean, the only people he really could have a match with right now is Jericho and Jeff Jarrett.
That's it.
That's it.
Because they know how to work that style. But yeah, no, outside of that, he'd be embarrassed. Like they would, oh, dude, if you tossed The Miz in the ring with Will Ospreay for a 3-minute match, The Miz would be gassed within the minute.
Yep.
And concussed some way, somehow.
Right. And I'm sure the mics would pick up. Why are you hitting me so hard?
Yeah. Zaya, why did Gunther remove all his WWE related tweets? I don't know.
Does it really matter?
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't know.
Like what who cares?
He signed on the
What does
dotted
that
line.
have to do? What does that have to do with his in-ring performance?
Yeah, he signed on the dotted line, so either way, it means nothing. Said The Miz can't even wrestle QT Marshall. Dude, that'd be the closest to what he could hang with.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. But we rocked it out, man. You know what I'm saying? We celebrated Warner's 362nd birthday in the stream tonight. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look. It's all love, man. It is all love. We opened up his sarcophagus so he could come on the stream and do a stream. Man, we opened it up for you. You know, we appreciate you coming in here, doing what you're supposed to do, breathing life into the Mummy movies as the Mummy. You know, and someday you'll tell us about your experiences with Brendan Fraser. Okay? But for now, it's time for us to get the fuck up. So therefore, going old, and so to the man with the old in his hair. So, signing off old again. It is the epitome of old excellence, the king of old. Just your boy, Mr. Old, and...
Speaking of Hope Worldwide, the Messiah of semi-cute sixes, and the Internal Pessimist.
Old. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That is right.
Thank you for the birthday wishes, everybody.
That is totally his sign off. He does that every time.
No, I don't.
Yes, he does. Peace out, y'all. We'll catch y'all Wednesday on a better show. Peace.
4-hour show on Wednesday.
No sex. Frat house. No sex.
No
Frat house.